Hello, I'm Angel and I present to you a review of The Feather, written by Margaret and illustrated by Freya Blackwood, a story of hope and redemption in a dystopian world. On the cover you can see there is a bright white feather that is the main focus, as it is emitting this white light around it, and the bold words, "The Feather." The people surrounding it are illustrated with much darker shades of blues, greys and blacks, which already hints at the idea that the feather is this pure object surrounded by a dark space and people who are also part of this dark space. Many pages in the book present the feather as a symbol of hope and light. For example, on the first page, the illustrator chooses to draw your attention to the feather being depicted as the symbol of light in the darkness, as she pretty much fills this entire page with a dark grey landscape, and what you really focus on is this soft white light, even though it's in the very corner. On another page, once again, the illustrator has chosen to depict the feather as the symbol of light and hope, as the children, the main characters, carry it throughout this dark, sort of cold-looking, desolate town that is even broken and destroyed in some parts. You can also see that the illustrator is emphasizing on the relationship between the feather, the symbol of hope, and the children, as everything else in the town is dark and grey, but when they are holding the feather, they are illustrated with colours of bright orange and red, like you can see on their clothes there. Some of the language features used in the story are literary devices like personification and similes. After the two main characters, Nico and Maria, show the townspeople the feather, the writer describes the interaction between the feather and the townspeople as it is placed in front of them. In one instance, it is mentioned that the feather trembles as if it is a living thing, helping the reader to visualize how it is moving when it is in front of the townspeople. In these pages, the author continues to describe the feather by writing, "It's like a piece of sky, and it's like opening the curtains to let the light in." This allows the readers to imagine how the feather looks, but also how the townspeople are feeling looking at it. To give the feather more of a lifelike presence in the story, the writer uses similes once more to describe its movement. The feather stirs as if it has taken a breath. Once the villagers begin to dirty the feather, the author chooses personification to help the reader imagine what is happening to it. A muddy stain creeps along the feather. Obviously, the mud is not really creeping along the feather, but the feather is gradually becoming more dirty the more the villagers try to touch it. As the feather becomes dirtier, it is more clear that the people's actions are what is ruining the feather and its bright white color. By the end of the story, the audience might feel some sense of relief that the feather was clean again and set free into the sky. The story leaves plenty of room for inferential comprehension and imagination.